Juneteenth was Friday, the day we commemorate the emancipation of enslaved people in the U.S. in 1865. Thousands of Utahns recognized and celebrated Juneteenth, including Donovan Mitchell of the Utah Jazz. He posted this on Instagram, a graphic that says, "Free-ish since 1865. The ish a reference to the inequality, injustice, and racism that people of color still face in this nation 155 years later." There were mostly positive and supportive comments on the post, but there were also plenty that were disparaging. Some of the comments contained veiled racism, some were just overt. Similar comments can be found on Black Lives Matter social media posts by the Utah Jazz and BYU football. Sure, some of the negative posts were made by bots, but there were a good amount made by real people, some Utahns, some members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I grew up a Jazz fan. I live in Utah, and I'm a member of the church. These comments made me sick, angry, and embarrassed. Twice since June 1st, the president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Russell M. Nelson, has made bold and clear statements denouncing racism. On June 1st, he said in part, quote, "The Creator of us all calls on each of us to abandon attitudes of prejudice against any group of God's children. Any of us who has prejudice towards another race needs to repent. It behooves each of us to do whatever we can in our spheres of influence to preserve the dignity and respect every son and daughter of God deserves." Then in a joint statement with the NAACP, he says, quote, "Teaching children to love all and find the good in others is more crucial than ever. Oneness is not sameness in America. We must all learn to value the differences." Saying Black Lives Matter shouldn't be hard, it shouldn't be divisive, and it shouldn't be a political statement. We should all believe that. Many of our black brothers and sisters are speaking out about their struggle, sharing the stories of racism that they've had to endure in our nation and in this community, and it's still happening in 2020. We need to listen, we need to learn, we need to have empathy, and most importantly, we need to love one another. Our brothers and sisters of color need us to stand with them and walk with them, not discount their experience and pretend racism and inequality no longer exists.